Hello. In this video, I want to introduce you to external cell references. I'm going to show you how they are created, how you can find them, and how you can fix them. So I'm going to start out here with an example where I have a client that I want to look up in this spreadsheet, but I don't have any of the actual data in this spreadsheet. It's going to be in a different spreadsheet. So I can still use a VLOOKUP, just like in a normal spreadsheet. I just need to go reference that other sheet. In this case, this array over here in this error messages example. And I just finish my formula like normal. And I've written my formula. I can then copy that over. Let's go in here and change this to a 3. Notice my cells moved a little bit on me because they weren't fully locked. And now I have the age and the portfolio value, importantly, which are both coming from another spreadsheet. All right, so that all works fine. That's an external link. It's not the greatest practice because you don't necessarily know that that file is always going to be there and available. And let me show you what I mean, because I'm going to save this file. So let's go ahead and save it. We'll get rid of the other file as well. Now let me open that back up. So a couple things are going to happen here. As we update it, as we open the file back up, we see a message pop up. This workbook contains links to one or more external sources that could be unsafe. All right, we have to decide whether we want to trust them. If you know it's your file, it's okay to trust it. So we can say update, and here everything worked. The reason it worked in the file and that link updated is because both files are on my computer. Now you can actually see that file name expanded quite a bit. All right, now it includes my computer name, the folder that it's in, and ultimately the file. So what happens though if you're working with a classmate and you're using it on your computer where the other file is on their computer? Then you're going to have a broken link. That means you're not going to be able to access that other folder, that other file, and so you can't update your values. For example, if D Brown instead of DC Brown is the one we want to do, now it actually goes and tries to find the file for me. It knows that file's not there, it goes and looks for it, and I have to give it a new place to look. So oftentimes that's not an option. You end up with these NA errors. It just can't find that file anymore. So what we have to do in that situation is fix these, right? Redirect the links, maybe pull the data into the spreadsheet. But often that's a tough thing to do because normally models aren't this simple, right? We have to have a way to find what cell has that external link. That way I can go fix it. So in this situation, what we're going to do is use Control F to find. All right, and what can we find? Well, if we look back at our cell, one thing that we're always going to have when we have an external reference is the name of an Excel file. So .xls is almost always going to be in the formula for one of those cells that has an external link. So what we can do is we can set this up to look for XLS. Let's look in the entire workbook and then make sure we look in formulas. So if we hit Find Next, let's make sure we get out of that. It's finding the two cells, and it's kind of iterating back and forth, that have external links. So this is your way to find the external links, is use this Control F to find them with the .xls. And again, be sure to look across the entire workbook, not just the sheet, and look in the formulas, because it's not going to be in the value or that actually comes out, but it's in the formula itself is where that link resides. So hopefully that helps you find any external references that external links that you create, and then you can correct them and adjust them that way.